escape. This is FBI Special Agent Roger Kincaid. What do you want from us? Requires the perfect collateral.
I want a chopper. 4 million apiece. I will start killing one every hour.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars. I'm here today to bring you my review for the 2022 action thriller Lockdown, a film that is co-written and directed by Massimiliano Cerce, and it stars Michael Paré, Bai Ling, Michael Wainwright and Scott N. Grotte. And the film focuses on a group of prisoners who escape from their cell within a police station. They take over the police station, take hostages, and then start negotiating with the FBI, primarily the lead FBI agent played by Michael Paré. However, these people that have taken hostages are a little bit unhinged. One of them in particular is spiraling out of control, and then it becomes a race against time to both sides getting what they want before it turns into a bloodbath. Right, what are my thoughts on Lockdown? Well, this isn't the first film I've reviewed this year with the title Lockdown. Now, a lot of films that you'll be watching these days with Lockdown in the title would suggest that this is like a COVID type film, which in actual fact it isn't. This is more of an Assault on Precinct 13 type film, but with nothing to recommend really. I'm trying very hard really to be positive about this film because I genuinely was fairly appalled by it in many ways. This isn't a good film, and there's so many reasons for that. I'm not sure I'll have enough time to go into all of them, but okay, so number one, it's a tired trope that's done over and over again. However, they take over this police station, fair enough. They take hostages, fair enough. They start negotiations with the FBI, fair enough. However, the only two sets that you see, really, I'm trying to remember, there may be others, but for the most part, the only two sets that you really see on this film are the police station and a room with a desk in it with Michael Paré and a couple of other people. You never see anybody outside this police station, like, you know, putting up bollards and keeping the public away and, you know, shouting out with megaphones and like you would expect in like a situation like this. Now, if this happened at a real police station, there would be all sorts of people outside that police station, FBI, SWAT teams, you name it, nothing. I'm not kidding, Michael Paré and his two colleagues, for the most part in this film, are sat on their backsides around a table, eating sandwiches and making phone calls. That's it. That's the extent of their involvement in this film, apart from right at the end. And I mean right at the end. I just couldn't take it seriously. I couldn't. At one point, Michael Paré's character sends in a pizza delivery, well, I nearly said pizza delivery boy, it was like a pizza delivery pensioner almost, to deliver pizzas because they're demanding pizzas. He initially refuses, says, no, you can have sandwiches like me, which made me laugh. Because, you know, send them in some pizzas if they're asking for pizzas. So he sends in pizzas. And he just sends in a pizza delivery guy into the midst of this place where they've already killed. It's you know, the madman, one of them needs medication to keep sane, and he sends him in with pizzas. I mean, I'd already pretty much checked out at this point, but at that point I was just like constantly palm facing. It was unbelievable. And some of the acting on display here is amongst the worst I think I've ever seen for a film of this production value. And while this is a low-budget film, don't get me wrong, it has also a reasonable level of production values in a sense of, and I talk about this a lot in low-budget films, there's a scale. You've got a 10 for like, you know, acceptable low-budget sort of thing, and then you got 0, which is like a no budget film. This is around 5, I'd say, in regards to budget wise. So it's not the worst film you'll ever watch in regards to budgets, but it certainly ain't the best either. Because, like I said, the only two sets you see is this police station and this room with Michael Paré and his friends around, colleagues sat around eating sandwiches. And it's got some of the worst dialogue as well I've ever heard in a film of this kind of budget. I really couldn't believe some of the dialogue that was coming out, and some of the performances as well. One in particular. Now, Biling, I don't know much about Biling. Now, when I looked up, she's done quite a few things over the years. She's actually a bit of a veteran actress. Now, when you first see her in this film, your jaw will be it'll be hitting the floor because her performance is so bad. And now I know English is a second language, but I'm not really fussed. It's a bad performance any way you slice it, as is many of the other cast members. It's literally like they don't care. The only one that really tries is like the leader of the prisoners. He plays like this over-the-top pantomime villain, you know, a madman sort of thing. That's what you would expect in the role that he's playing. And another thing as well, he needs medication to kind of keep himself on the straight and narrow, this character, this guy in the police station. And he's no medication. So when he's ringing up making demands for this, that and the other, he doesn't think to ask for his medication because it comes very prominent later in the film. Again, it just seems bizarre that they're arguing as well about, shall we give him these medications, shall we not give him these medications? Well, if you don't give him these medications, everybody within that police station is going to be butchered because he's a bit unhinged. So I can't really recommend this film in any way. There's nothing really to like here. There's no characters to like. There's no characters to root for. All the characters that they take hostage, including the Biling character, they're nothing characters. You don't care about them. There's nobody in this film to actually connect to at all. And it's an overdone film trope over and over again, and this film offers absolutely zero to this genre. It's a nothing film, really, unfortunately. So I can't recommend it. It's just not a good film. I can't say very, very few positives about it. It's a 3 out of 10 for me, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame. It could potentially have worked if they'd put a bit more effort into it, but as it stands, it's not a film I can certainly recommend. So I hope you enjoyed this review. Thanks for watching. I'll be back with more content on the channel very, very soon.